Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today, when Jim went out to get the mail, I got mail in the mailbox. I got a bill for my gas, actually Emily's gas bill, but it comes here because she's renting from us. And I showed her how to pay for bills today while I was, when we're away. And she was a little bit nervous, but I've got it set up pretty easy, except I realized today that I have to leave her my information for the gas bill because that's different. It doesn't save it, even though I've got it clicked to save the information, it doesn't save it. But anyways, when he got the mail, I had 2 postcards from Plush Bat Fan. One is a cat. This is cute. And the other one is a thank you, and it's got strawberry shortcake in the middle. It's adorable. For those of you that like strawberry shortcake, my kids used to like strawberry shortcake. And it's got all the other girls, I don't know what their names are, but they're the Cabbage Patch Girls, I think. I think that's who they are. I'm not real sure. Well, today I was watching a lot of videos, and there was one I was watching that was talking about bad comments, people getting bad comments, and how do you handle them and that stuff. Well, it made me think of when I had the foster kids, and they used to call me the B-I-T-C-H, and I used to say, thank you. And they used to say, I don't think you know what I'm calling you. And I said, I know what you're calling me, but I don't think you know what you're calling me. And the girl would say it again, and I says, that's good. And what it was is, they were calling me a beautiful, intelligent, talented, charming human being. And when I said that, they stopped calling me that because in my mind, they were giving me a compliment instead of a nastiness, where they thought they were doing nasty when they first started calling me that word. But I found that if I used the reverse psychology, yes, with them, that I used to get much further. I had told you about the time I was locked in the bathroom with one of the foster children years ago. And it was because she wanted chicken nuggets. She saw that I had bought chicken nuggets and I was making beef stew and mashed potatoes that night. And no chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets was for some other time. It was like for snacking. And we weren't going to have those. We never had those for supper. And I had told that story, but I'm not going to tell it again right now because I just don't feel like it. And I don't know if the new people have heard it or not, but I will tell it some other day when I'm more in the mood of telling stories. I don't feel like telling a story. I honestly don't. Today, when Jim went out to get the eggs, there was no eggs. Nope. And he had a guy at work asking about the eggs. And he said that we possibly got maybe 8 eggs this week. If even that.
Well, in the last 2 weeks.
In the last 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah. We haven't had very many.
No, we haven't. And he said, well, how come? And I says, well, and Jim told him because they're not getting enough daylight. Plus, they're old girls, and they're only born with so many eggs. So some people that use light in their coops to get legs all winter, well, they're shortening the life of the chicken, actually, by doing that. I let my chickens rest. And he says, well, what do you do when they don't lay eggs anymore? And Jim goes, well, they probably will just live their lives out unless somebody wants them. But I won't do them in. They will get to live their happy life in my happy hen house.
Yep.
I may have to hatch out some babies this spring, though. That's something that I was thinking that I might have to do just to get the flock young again, because I've got a lot of old girls. My girls are pretty old. They're like 3 and 4 years old and 5 years old. There's some pretty old ones in there. So, and they stop laying after the first 2 years they lay real good, and then they slow way down to where they're not having a lot of eggs. So if you have chickens and you want eggs, you have to have young chicks, young hens, to have the eggs every day, and then you have to have longer hours of daylight. They need 14 to 16 hours of daylight, which right now they're not getting it. I don't know how much they're getting right now. I don't know how long. Maybe 12 hours.
Maybe 12.
Possibly.
Probably 10 to 12
'Cause
hours.
It's even though they start crowing at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's still not daylight. They just crow just to let you know that there's somebody there.
Yep.
They don't crow. A lot of the TV shows will show that they crow just in the morning to wake people up, but they don't. They crow all day long.
Yep.
And sometimes early morning. I don't hear them, but if I was in the other bedroom closer to them, I would probably hear them, but I don't hear them.
When I get up getting ready for work, I hear them out there all the time.
Well,
And that's at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
I'm sleeping and
I
I
know.
don't hear them. Well, I hope you all had a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.